More than one magazine has compared the MR2 styling to that of a Ferrari. The styling is crisp, taut, sensuous. The lines flowing and purposeful.
There is freedom within. There is freedom without. Try to catch the deluge in a paper.
Yeah, actually. See, that's your... Should I, like, what do you reckon? Like this, or like this, or like this? Hi, my name is Rex. I'm 21 years old, and I drive a 1997 Toyota MR2. So one feeling that's like really hard to describe to a lot of other people that, you know, are into cars or not into cars is that having a 90s Japanese sports car is a very different feeling. Half the fun in driving these sorts of cars is that, you know, when you're going, you know, fast and hard around corners, it does feel like you're going to kill yourself, and it makes it exciting. It really gives you goosebumps. It really, you know, makes you think about the way you drive, makes you pay attention to the road, and it just makes it much more enjoyable and having that refined experience. It's actually a pretty funny story of how I got a hold of this car. I only found out about MR2s simply because I really wanted an old 90s Jap car. So I was looking on Gumtree and I saw this MR2 pop up and I was like, what's this and all that. And then within the next 2 weeks, I got my mate to come down with me to Sydney, and pretty much I saw it and I loved it, and I offered to pay for it right on the spot. Kind of a stupid decision of mine, but definitely paid off, and I would have regretted it if I didn't do it. So the drive back was actually crazy because it was a 10-hour drive down on the Hume Highway, so from Sydney to Melbourne. And because it was a 10-hour drive, we tried to smash it out in one day. And my mate, because he was doing the drive because I didn't have my manual license, almost killed us because he started falling asleep and started veering over slowly, and I was like, Will, wake up! So currently, there's a few mods that I've done to it to make it handle better, look better, perform better. Nothing engine-wise. It's already got a pod filter intake, which came on the car already, which makes it sound really nice. I've installed so D2 coilovers, a front and rear white line sway bars. I've also done some cosmetic stuff like paint my wheels, paint my calipers red, and probably one of my favorite mods that I've done is the $60 junkyard exhaust. I found this guy who has had all these MR2 parts everywhere, and he didn't even know if the exhaust was gonna even work or even fit on the car. So I was just like, yeah, I'll give it $50, $60 for it, and he's like, yeah, sure. And I think it's probably one of the best decisions I've ever made because it sounds crazy good, in my opinion anyway. So I've also got a C's short shifter from Superclass. I've also installed, obviously, a Bluetooth head unit, pretty standard, I guess. And also a Viper alarm system because I don't want my car getting stolen. It was about 2 weeks of me in the garage just struggling, trying to figure out which wires go where. But I did figure it out in the end, and it works perfectly. It chimes every time I click the button. The first thing people will say to you when you do say that you drive an MR2 and it's a mid-engine sports car is snap oversteer. But the 93 models, the 93 plus models, they got rid of that pretty much entirely, but it really feels good in the corners in the dry. Like it really squats really well. When you go around corners, it just grips at every single turn. Like you can, especially when you warm the tires up, it just pulls through every nice corner and flows right through. It feels really good. I'm running 88 Rs on the rear and RE003s on the front, and that's simply because I couldn't get 4 of the same tire all round. The tire size is really rare. So like if you're looking for like a low profile 16-inch tire nowadays, it's just too hard to find. Like you're gonna end up with mixed match tires unless you go special order. And then unless you want cheap Chinas as well. So future aspirations for this car, this build, I guess, is to V6 swap it. That's been a goal of mine since I got the car actually. I've always been looking into swapping the car, so we'll sort that out eventually. Ideally, I would put a 2GRFE 3.5 litre V6, but that's out of my price range, I think, at this current time. So I'm really looking at a 3VZ FE because of its low compression. So later down the line, I can turbo it and get some good boost. I think I've always just like had like a passion for cars. I feel like maybe I got it from my dad. You know, he's been a pretty big influence on me. Like as a child, he was like, you always like come to the garage and show you how to do like an oil change and stuff like that. I used to have like a mini car collection, like of Hot Wheels cars and Matchbox cars and all that kind of stuff. I feel like modifying a car is part of the enjoyment of, you know, owning it. So like a big reason for it is like, you don't want your car to look like anyone else's. You want your car to stand out. You want it to be different. You want it to be unique. There's a certain like, I guess, standard for like how this car's supposed to feel from the factory. And you kind of want to go above and beyond to make it feel as best as it possibly could. Another great thing about this hobby is the people that I've met through doing these mods to my car. Like it's not what people expect, especially to the non-car enthusiast. They don't expect this sort of, you know, friendship that you do make out of modifying your cars. Like it sounds weird, but through this I've met some amazing people. Like the reason why I'm being interviewed today is because I just modified my car and just posted it online. Like talking to a car person is just so easy. It's like you've been friends for so many years. Everything that I say to a car person, they just understand it and they can relate. I just find so much enjoyment, so much satisfaction, you know, being able to express myself through it. I guess it's an investment to my happiness.